Hello again. We're going to continue our work with the homework exercises in Chapter 15. In this video I'm going to be addressing hopefully two of them and not just one of them. We'll see how it goes time-wise. But these even-numbered ones, as I mentioned in some of the previous videos, there are solutions for these posted on the author's companion website. You can get to the companion website using the link that we have in our course shell, and that link will take you here. You click here to enter the site, and then you can just click these various items here for solutions. And with the solutions, once you have them downloaded, you can take a look and use them. And then the other thing that you can do is you can look at what they have for video notes. So I'm going to go ahead and click that as well. And you can see that each one of the chapters that we're doing is available as a breakdown. So whenever you're in the chapter and you see a little thing like this that says video note, you can actually come here and find the video note that he's talking about and watch it. And I think some of them are pretty cool and useful. At the very least, it's a good way to get into the author's head and look at the rationale that they're using and the thoughts that they're using as they do stuff. Always a good idea to compare notes with different approaches, you know, because if you're learning strictly from me, I kind of have my own little idiosyncratic ways of doing things, and the author has his way of doing things. But in this application, he wants us to create a simple calculator, and this is an exercise that should be familiar for you. That's, you know, one of those exercises that we often teach people when you're first doing a programming language, is especially with one where you have graphical components, is to set up the graphical components and then write the code that makes it do stuff. Now, if you took your Intro to Programming class and studied your Visual Basic, maybe pretty early on in the course you did something like this, where you set up some labels and text boxes and then buttons that did the work, and then every time you click the button it ran some code and gave you the result and put it in this box. Now that seems like a pretty simple proposition overall, but now we're learning how to do it in a different language, and we're learning how to do it in a language that doesn't have all these like drag and drop visual components. We're doing it in code. So I think that what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to just very quickly bring up the video that the author created, and let's take a look at it. I'm not sure how this is going to record, so if it doesn't record well, I apologize. But I just want to demonstrate to you how you can get in there and take a look. So at this point I'm going to be transferring over to the author, so what you're going to be hearing is his work on this. So let's go ahead and run it, and I'll see you in 14 minutes when it's done.
Hello, in this video we're going to create a simple calculator using JavaFX. So we're going to build a graphical program that uses text fields, labels and buttons to create a simple calculator. Now, before we start, I need you to know that I'm using a pre-release version of Java 8 and the developer build of Eclipse. Java 8 at the time of recording has not officially been released yet, and Eclipse, the latest releases of Eclipse, don't support Java 8 either. We need them for Lambda support, because Lambdas are a new language construct which is added in Java 8. So I'm using pre-release versions of Java and a developer build of Eclipse to get this support. Now hopefully by the time you see this video, Java 8